as our web page has got some shape, but this is not the perfect shape. In this video, we will organize our content and we will position it. To position our content, we will use division tag in our web page, and our content will exist in that division tag. But before inserting the division and positioning our content, let's insert our logo here. So I'll go ahead and click at the left upper corner of the web page, and here you can see that our cursor has been inserted here. To insert a logo, click on the insert and in the images select the image. Our logo is present in the my first website folder, and then in the images here you can see our logo is here. So just select it and you can see our logo has been inserted. Now it's time to add some divisions. To add some divisions, just come to the insert panel at the right side of the Dreamweaver window. Just select the insert, and then in the sub menu of the insert you can see the common structure, media forms, and other sub menus are present here. Make sure the structure sub menu is selected, and in the structure sub menu you can see that all the tools are present here. Our concern is with the division or simply div. So before adding a division, click on the page where you want to add the division. So I go ahead and click on the page, and here you can see our cursor is blinking here. So now select the div and the insert division window will pop up, and make sure that you insert the division at the insertion point. The insertion point is the point where our cursor is. So select it, and then in the ID select the name of the division. I'll name it as div1. Then select the OK, and you can see that this division has been added just below our logo. But what happened behind the scene? Let's check it out. Just go to the code view, and here you can see a division tag has been added here with ID div1, and the content of your division will be here. Okay, so let's go to the design view, and if I move my cursor on the division area, look at that the color of the division border is being changed. If I click on the border of this division, then you can see that at the bottom of the Dreamweaver window, the properties panel has been changed. And the properties panel is not giving us the full control of this division. To get the full control of this division, you have to add the ID of this division in the CSS style. To do this, just go to the CSS designer, and here you can see that the 4 tabs are present here. The first one is the sources, the second one is the media, the third one is the selectors, and the fourth one is the properties. If I click on the sources, then you can see that it has been minimized. The media has also been minimized, and we will work on the selectors and the properties. To add the division in the CSS style, just click on the plus sign in the selectors tab. I'll click on it, and here you can see the div1 ID has been added here. If this ID does not insert automatically, then this blank bar will open up, and here you will have to insert the hash number, and the div1 number will appear here. Just click on it and then hit the enter key, and then you can see the properties panel is showing the properties of this division. If you can't see the properties, make sure that your show set is unchecked. Okay, so our first option should be to change its position from static to absolute. Now let's move to our design view and hover over your mouse pointer on this division, and here you can see that the mouse pointer is being changed. So if I click on it, then look at the properties panel, and this will give you the more control of this division. And now you can change the dimensions of this division, move your mouse pointer at the corner of this division and you will see this two-headed arrow. Then click and drag this division and you can see that its dimensions are being changed here. So I'll make this box like this size. You can also move this division box. Just go to the top left corner, just click on this little box and drag it where you want to position it. I'll go ahead and select this position to be at here. Now let's come to the properties panel of this division, and here look at this section. The width and the height are showing the width and the height of the division, and L and T are showing the left and the top margin of the box. I want the box to be at the top of the page, so I'll change the 6 to 0 and then hit the enter key, and you can see that our box has been moved 6 pixels upward. I'll change the left to 100 pixels, and now we want our logo to be inside of this division. So just click on the logo and go to the edit, and in the edit menu select the cut and place your cursor inside the division box and go to the edit and paste here. And you can see here that our logo has been inserted in this division. I place my cursor at the top left corner of the window and hit the enter key for a couple of times to view this logo more clearly. Look at this content of the ID division goes here is being shown here. So if I select this division and then go to the code view, I can remove this text from the division view. So now go ahead and add some more division. I will click here outside of this logo division to insert new division at this insertion point. So go ahead to insert and then select the div and select the insert point, select the div 2, select the OK, and here you can see the division 2. Now go to the CSS designer, add this division ID in the selectors and hit the enter. Change its position from static to absolute and go to the design view and click on this division and now change its positions. I want this division to be my navigation bar, and I will change the position of this division to be at here and remove the content of this division and insert here our content. As this is our navigation bar, so this will contain a home, about, and portfolio and the contact. One more thing I want to show here is the Z index. If I select the division 1 and then here you can see the Z index bar. The Z index is just like the layers of the content, and I will show you later in this video. For instance, I'll just enter the Z index 1 here and select the division 2 and enter its Z index 2, and also I want the background of this division to be the black. So here is the background section of this division. So just click on it and select the black color and hit the enter key, and you can see that the background of our division has been changed. And also I want this text to be flowed at the right side of this division. So I'll go ahead and select the text, and in the properties panel make sure that the CSS tab is selected, and in the CSS tab look at this section and here you can change its position. I'll select the third one, which will float our text at the right side of the division. Okay, so now place our cursor at this point and insert a new division. Click on the div and at the insert div 3, click on OK, and in the CSS designer and in the selector click on the plus sign and then hit the enter key and change its position from static to absolute, and then click on this division and change its dimensions. So I select the dimensions to be this and move the position of our division to be just below our logo. I want this heading text to be inside of our division. I'll select this text and in the edit I'll cut it and place my cursor inside of division. I'll delete this content and in the edit I'll select the paste. But look at here, the content has been changed from heading to normal. To change it from normal to heading, just select this content, come to the properties panel, select the HTML and in the format select the heading 1. As our division is a little bit smaller, just select it and increase its width to be right here. I'm going to decrease it a little bit. Okay, so now add another division. I'll click at the top of the marketing and then go to the insert and select the div and enter its ID to div 4 and select the OK. Go to the CSS designer, in the selector click on the plus icon and hit the enter key, and in the properties panel change its position from static to absolute. Now click on this and now you can have more control on this division. Now change its dimensions to be like this and change its position like just in the middle of the page like here. And I want all this text to be inside of our division 4. I'll select the text, in the edit I'll cut it and click inside the division and select this text and delete this one, and in the edit select the paste. So here is our text inside of this division. Select the division and I want the background of this division to be the black. Select the black background, hit the enter key, and here it is. Take a look at the division 4 and the background color is not behind of all our text. This is because of the height of the division 4 and this is 264 pixel. So just change from 264 to none and then hit the enter key, and here you can see that now this is looking much better. Now go to the live view to preview this web page. Just click on the live and here you can see our web page. It's looking much better than before. But look at here, our logo is just behind the navigation bar, and this is what I was talking about, the layers. If I close the live view and then select the division 1 and change its Z index to higher than the division 2, I'll change it to like 20 and hit the enter and then go to the live view, and now you can see that our logo is on the navigation bar and looking much better than before. So this is it for this video, and let's move to the next video to more customize these divisions.